Where you at? What are you doing? Stop.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go ahead and actually get neck deep into Beef on Netflix. Beef is a very unique type of series. Now this actually premiered on April of 2023, has 10 episodes, roughly about 40 minutes apiece. So this is a comedy drama for kind of like everyday life, everyday living. Now there's a simple story to it. Now two people let a road rage incident burrow into their minds and slowly consume their every thought and action. So that's the simple storyline of it. The show is kind of like the movie Falling Down, as in it's kind of like a bad day getting worse and the consequences of not moving on, but it's wrapped up into like an adversarial comedy, kind of like Neighbors. So if you're like a fan of nihilistic comedies or stories, then you're going to be the target audience for this. I'm not usually a fan of these types of comedies. If I'm watching comedy, I'm watching for like more uplifting, silly type of stories and just different types of the comedy. So I'm going to be taking the casual viewpoint on this particular series, but I'm going to go ahead and actually give some love to your main target audiences as well. If that sounds good to you, do me a favor, click like, share, subscribe so that you and I don't have any beef. You good? Alright, let's get into it. The simple story drives this series. Something so simple as a parking lot incident raging into full-blown hatred is something that you can make like a funny short film about, but it's not usually something that you would drag into like a whole series. But the creators here decided to take it further with showing these people's lives and why they were so hung up on that small incident. So they took a chance on this. Now, Yeun plays Danny Cho, a single working class Hmong man who is trying to run a small failing business, trying to deal with his underachieving brother and his disapproving aging parents. The stress of not being to the level of success that he or the people around him feel he should be at is wearing down on him. So that is his perspective and his life. On the flip side, you have Wong, who's playing Amy Lau, a married upper-class Chinese woman who is juggling a family with a passive silver spoon husband, a young child, and expanding a local business into a national success. She is bothered by a disapproving mother-in-law, judgmental community, a shaky marriage, and money problems. And that is the perspective that she deals with this life. Now, both Yeun and Wong are good in their roles. You feel their pains, their frustrations, their highs, their lows. In a series like this, a casual viewer is looking for some funny scenes that you can instantly recall. There's at least 3 within the first 2 episodes that I could say like boom, they just stick out of my mind and they'll always be there. And you want some side characters to kind of steal certain scenes to have a more memorable comedy. I think the best side character in here is Maria Bello as Jordan. She's really good, but the others are good as well, and they kind of help along the comedy. So I'm gonna say the supporting cast is actually pretty decent in this. For main target audiences, the story being told has good comedic moments in and of itself interwoven within the main story. But the story is even better when you realize that these people are just tragic folks trying to live their best lives. But most things are out of their control. And when stuff goes sideways, they go back to hating on each other because that's what they can control. It's such a dark human tale that speaks to a lot of people right now, like say in social media or in the workplace, what have you. People are just trying to take control over what they can, and this comedy brings it to light because nihilism is really based off of going to extremes of something that you can control, and this movie or this series really gives that to you. For the main target audience for Beef, I'm gonna say binge the whole season. Both lead characters are strong, both in the comedy and the drama aspect of it. I'd say Ali is stronger in the comedy and Yeun is more into the drama, but they're both pulling it off pretty decently. And the story is compelling as you genuinely want to see their lives unfold and then they get back to hating on each other. You really want to see how it's going to go and how it's going to end up. So for mains, watch the entire series. For casuals, I'm going to say watch one episode. You won't see anything in the second episode that will change the tone or story perspective, so you can figure it out after watching one episode. The acting, the story, and the comedy are definitely entertaining enough for you to spend 40 minutes to see if this craziness is going to be your sort of comedy, and I think it's good enough for you to give it a one episode watch. So again, for my mains, we're going to watch the whole entire season. For casuals, going to go ahead and actually watch one episode, and that's what I have for Beef on Netflix.
You started this.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the one who backed into me like a psycho.
You're the one that flipped me off all roided out and
Hey! Are you guys leaving, or are you just gonna sit there?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Say it again! I dare you to say it again!
Look at you, staying for the entire duration. I appreciate you. I love you for it. Do me a favor. Click like, share, subscribe if you liked any of this particular review, just to keep encouraging me to keep on going with this way. Or if you even want to watch one of these other videos that the algorithm suggests to you. But until my next post, I'll holler at you. Take care of yourself.